President Trump planning to make a White House dream come true. Construction for a $200 million ballroom will begin next month. The 90,000 square feet event space will be built where the East Wing now stands. But contrary to some immediate misconceptions, it will not technically be an extension to the White House. There will be a small gap between the two structures.
Trump says that this gives a legitimate space in the White House to host world leaders and large events, but is also receiving a lot of skepticism from lawmakers. Senator Schumer is asking where the money is coming from. Well, Trump gave reporters that answer this week.
It's a private thing. I'll do it, and we'll probably have some donors or whatever, but it's about $200 million. So we've been planning it for a long time. They've wanted a ballroom at the White House for more than 150 years, but there's never been a president that was good at ballrooms. I'm really good. In fact, I looked at one that we just built in Turnberry in Scotland, and it's incredible. We're good at building. I'm good at building things, and we'll get it built quickly and on time. It'll be beautiful, top of the line.
This will be the first structural renovation at the White House since the Truman balcony was added in 1948. So, fun fact that I discovered while researching this, Amber, which was that when President Obama was in power and before Trump had any notion of running, Trump offered the Obama administration that Trump, would build a ballroom, a temporary ballroom for big events in the White House grounds, and spoke to David Axelrod about it. But they declined his generous offer to have a Trump ballroom during the Obama presidency.
Oh, so his dream is indeed coming true.
It is. He's got the chance
dream.
now, yes.
Well, that's fun. Look, when I first read this, I thought, oh no, why are we changing the White House? It's so beautiful. It's traditional architecture. And as I actually read the statement and the proclamation about it, I was less concerned. The mock-ups look beautiful. I think it looks tasteful. It looks classy. They are using an architect that specializes in this style to really match what's existing on the White House grounds. And I do think it makes sense to have a larger space. Right now, the most number of people they can host in a given space is about 200 to 250. This would increase that capacity to 600. It's kind of crazy that we didn't have that much space before for things like state dinners and grand balls and things of that nature. So I would also be very concerned if the American taxpayer were paying for this, especially as the Trump administration is talking about cutting government waste. That would be a big no-no for me. Private funding, no problem.
So a couple of separate things. I think it is important for me sitting in this seat to say that sometimes I think people of a liberal disposition get all tangled up in themselves because Trump is proposing something rather than because of the merits of that proposal. The biggest room in the White House at the moment, which you alluded to, is the East Room.
Right.
I've been in it, as I'm sure you have, various times in our journalistic duties.
That's right.
It's not that big.
No, it's not.
It really isn't. I think the total capacity is about 200 people. And I do think it is not a great look for the President of the United States, whoever it is, when they hold a big event, to have to stick the kind of overflow crowd in tents on the South Lawn. So as a general matter, adding a bigger space, I think, is quite a good idea. I guess I have a little more skepticism than you, just in terms of how the donor thing will work. Will people be, in a sense, ingratiating themselves with the president by contributing 10 or 20 million to that? Will there be any unspoken favors given for it? But the overall idea of building a bigger space in the White House or adjacent to the White House, I don't particularly have a problem with that.
Yeah, you're so right about the East Room, by the way. When they have press conferences in there, particularly the joint pressers between world leaders, and they have all the chairs set up for the reporters and the risers in the back for the TV cameras, it's tight. Right. I mean, it's no joke trying to get up to the back of those chairs. And then if you don't have assigned seating, you're basically elbow to elbow with the other reporters in the back of the room. Absolutely. And it's a mess.
Right.
Total mess.
Yeah, and you're right beside, I mean, there are ropes to separate out the attendees from the reporters, but we're right beside those people. So a bigger space, probably not a bad thing.
I agree. I hope that they keep it in close to the mock-ups, because I do think those look nice. But as we know, things sometimes change during construction.
Yeah, so we don't want a Trump sign.
No, let's keep it classy. All right. Up next, a former DOJ staffer is revealing what foreign aid will look like after USAID's closure. Stick around.